Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and I get asked this question a lot of times on stream. Zeddy, what are your favorite cards? What's your favorite card of all time? Well, today I thought I'd answer that question by answering what my top 10, that's 10, right? Top 10 favorite cards of all time are. This will carry through all of Hearthstone history since I started playing, which was shortly after GVG started, so I'm not exactly a beta or classic or max guy. I'm a GVG guy going forward, so let's get started. Number 10, I will add a new card from this expansion to the list. Probably too soon to put it on, but I'm going to put it on anyways because I want to throw some love to the set. I'm going to put Astromancer Solarian onto the set. This is the Mage Prime Legendary. He's a 2-mana 3/2 +1 spell damage. You shuffle a 7/7 Prime into your deck, and that Prime casts 5 Mage spells randomly on enemy targets if possible. This card just looks amazing. Like the gold, I have it golden because of course I do, and it looks gorgeous, and the effect is really cool. The this, I don't know, everything about the card just feels good. I know it's random spells, but it's selective random. It's still enemy targets. It's mage spells. So you kind of have a realistic expectation of what to expect. It rewards you for playing the long game and drawing cards. And yeah, it's just a really cool card. I really have been enjoying it. And, I mean, it can cast the odds puzzle box. And you get more boxes. How can you go wrong? So, really cool card and definitely a worthy addition to the list. Number 9, a recently rotated card. We're all very sad to see him go. And that's Zilly Axe. Zilly Axe, the ultimate 5-drop. He was a 5-mana 3/2 Divine Shield, Rush, Lifesteal, Magnetic Mech. And he just stomped the crap out of aggro, which was great. You could put him in a tempo deck. You could put him even in an aggro deck. You could put him in anything. It's an amazing card. One of the best, like, opening lines coming in. I'm not going to say it. I'll just play a clip of it saying it, because that's much better. And, yeah, just really cool card. I just love the versatility of it. I love that it gave every class a fighting chance against things like Face Hunter. And yes, neutral healing shouldn't be an excessive thing, but I thought it was just the right fit. And man, do I wish it was in standard to at least attempt to punish those demon hunters. But awesome card. Absolutely miss it. Then we have a warrior card in number 8, which is Deathwing Mad Aspect. This guy is just fucking rad. I love Deathwing. Like, when you play him, he swoops in and he just stomps the crap out of the board and you're left with this big hulking dragon behind. Is just really cool. The animation is spectacular, the effect is great, and you get a body on the board a lot of the times after, which your opponent's got to deal with. And also, if there's no board, playing an 8-mana 12/12 ain't half bad. I just love the flavor of Deathwing. I love just the animation, just everything about the card is awesome. And it's a warrior card, and you can play it in control. You can play it in like a mid-range, a tempo. Again, it's such a versatile card. And you even get it randomly off Draconid Lackey, which I'm not exactly a huge fan of. But hey, you get it. Not bad. Really cool card. Love it. And I'm glad we have at least another year to play with it in Standard. Next, we have on the list another warrior card. You can tell I'm a bit of a warrior guy, but number 7, Dead Man's Hand. This is a 2-mana spell, and it would shuffle a copy of your hand into your deck. This is the ultimate, like, fatigue card. You could go infinite. You could shuffle another Dead Man's Hand into your deck, and just continuously do that. Just really let you do the craziest things. I've done infinite Yogg decks. You can do infinite Cthulhu, infinite whatever, just armor gain, mill with cold lights, dirty rat, whatever you want. Really awesome card, and still, like, it's somewhat almost still okay and wild. If it wasn't for, like, you know, Quest Mages and Mecha'thun and, you know, Raza Priest and, well, every deck that just wants to shit on your Hopeless and Dreams with an uninteractable combo that Dirty Rat can't take care of. But really awesome card. Just, I don't know. I love the long game decks, and the things you can do with it are just ridiculous. So, super cool card. Check it out if you play some Wild. Next, we have the original OG Wild, or not Wild card, but Hero card at 6. Although not really a hero card. Lord Jaraxxus. You would transform your hero into Jaraxxus and become a 15 health demon who could summon 2-mana 6/6s every single turn and get a gigantic weapon, a 3/8 weapon, and I don't know, just the oblivion, the voice lines of all of it And just the fact that it used to be like, you play this, you destroy every control deck ever in the game. Like, it destroyed Priest by itself. And that alone warrants a spot on the list. It beat Priest. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, the flavor on the card is 10 out of 10. He used to be such a good part of Warlock, and even with the sack pack nerf reverted, still not quite good enough because, well, going down to 15 health these days is absolute suicide. But hey, if you discover him randomly against a priest, even these days, it's still a solid pickup. So, really amazing card. Hope he becomes meta again someday. They scale the power creep back a little bit, scale the max damage back, but I mean, Demon Hunter is a class now, so that's not going to happen. So he's likely never going to see play again, but he's still freaking rad. Love Jaraxxus. Now onto the top 5. We have a rogue card at number 5, Tomb Pillager. He's a 4-mana 5/4 Death Rattle. Add a coin to your hand. This is the classic premium stats with upside minion, but it was a really cool card. You got a good body on the board, and you get a coin. And the coin would work very well with the card I'm about to mention. Just let you do all the things that Rogue loves to do. You get to combo, you get to do your miracle stuff, you get to do all this cool stuff, and the artwork was great. You could even summon him back with Nazar if you want. I don't know, just something about him just always felt really good playing on curve. In an age when he was introduced against like Pirate Warrior, where nothing was honest and was really unfair, Tomb Pillager gave you a fighting chance with a combo deck. And, I don't know, it's a very nostalgic memories towards him. Rad card. Rogue's one of my favorite classes, except for, you know, since they've added this lackey nonsense. And Tomb Pillager was a real staple of it for me. So, really cool card. Definitely miss him. Next, as I mentioned, number 4, this guy got activated by a lot of Tomb Pillagers, and that's Gadgetson Auctioneer. 6 mana 4/4 every time you cast a spell, draw a card. This card I've put in more decks than almost any other card out there. I've put him in Priest, I've put him in Druid, I've put him in Rogue, I've put him in Mage, I put him in Warrior, I've put him in like everything. Anything that runs cheap spells, you can throw this guy in, and he lets you do so much crazy stuff, like draw your whole deck, lets you buff up a bunch of questing adventures, you can make a giant Edwin, you can just shuffle through your whole deck to get to like a Malleus combo, your Arcane Giants. There's just so much cool stuff that Auctioneer let you do in Rogue, and then of course you had your Nomi Priest, you have your Hakar Druid, your Mechathune Druid, your Jade Druid would run this, you could run this in Raza Priest. There's just so many uses of Auctioneer. And it's a skill rewarding card. A lot of the time, you have to really resource management, save your spells, do certain things when you play this card. And it's just an awesome, awesome design card. Still hasn't been a Hall of Fame somehow, which is great. Definitely think it will be someday, but I love this card. The miracle turns you could pull off in any deck is just things of just dreams and awesomeness. So, really cool card, one of my favorites. Next, we have on the list a Murloc card at number 3. Anything can happen. This is a 10-mana spell for Paladin. Summon 7 Murlocs that died this game. That would include friendly and enemy Murlocs. And basically, you could build a control combo deck with this, where you would summon 2 Murloc War Leaders, 2 Bluegills, and 2 Bluegill, and the fuck is it called? And Old Murkai, and you would just do 1 billion damage, and if it didn't kill him, you did it again and got even more damage. I don't know, it was just like the ultimate for me when it, back in its day, was the ultimate control and combo deck. You would heal, remove the board, play your Murlocs, and then you would end the game with your big anything and anything combos, and just do an insane amount of damage. I don't know. Just the flavor of it was amazing. Even the flavor text on the card alone was spectacular. With, I believe, there's 6 Murlocs on the actual card art. And somebody in the Reddit comments even predicted that the flavor text would be, the 7th one is holding the camera, and that's effectively what it was. Really amazing, fun card. It ended up becoming a little bit degenerate with Prismatic Lens and more of the aggro side, but I like the OG combo version. Heal you up a bunch, do all the cool stuff, and I think that's the deck that got me Golden Paladin, so will always hold that nostalgic place in my heart. Really cool card. And yeah, kind of miss some of my Murlocs, you know? Maybe it'll be good again someday. You never know. Number 2 on the list is Nazar, my favorite Old God from the Whisper of the Old God set. the ultimate late game bomb. It's a 10-mana 5/7 resummon, I believe 6 or as many Death Rattle minions as you have died this game. And, well, it just enabled so many things, whether it be N'Zoth Warrior, N'Zoth Paladin, N'Zoth Priest, N'Zoth Shaman. I mean, any you put N'Zoth, a class after it, you got a deck, because there's usually enough neutral Death Rattles alone, let alone each class typically has a couple that will be good for it. So, I don't know, just, it's such an amazing late game bomb card, and you can do pretty silly stuff if you like Emperor discount, like Baleful it, or Shadow Step it, or do all these crazy things. Just, it felt good that a 10 mana card had such an insane payoff that could keep you alive and win the game. And those cards are kind of rare. I wish there was more of these type of cards that just reward you for building your deck around a certain late game win condition that has an insane payoff. And yeah, I salute you, Mr. Old God. And you're still seeing plenty of play in Wild, and will for years to come. And next, and now Nova here has been terrorizing me. She's been saying, Zeddy, why aren't you mentioning some other cards before you get to number 1? So let's go over some honorable mentions. We have Flame Waker, the ultimate tempo mage card. He's been a staple in Quest Mage and a staple in almost every tempo mage deck in Wild for yes, I know, for many times to come. Really cool card. It's probably on a lot of people's most hated list, but for some reason, I just love going off with Waker, Apprentice, whether it be Quest Mage, whether it be Tempo Mage, all these decks. Just really enjoy the card, and it looks amazing golden. Don't hate me for this one. That's why I'm not putting it on top 10, but really cool card. Another honorable mention is Ragnaros, Light Lord, one of the most flavorful cards ever for Paladin. 8 mana, 8/8. Heal a random friendly character for 8. Instead of Die Insect, it's Live Insect, and man, in those control and grindy matchups, getting 8 heal could be good, or just against an aggro deck, you stick this, well, they gotta sink 8 into it, or else you're gonna get infinite healing. Spectacular card. Then we have Malygos. He was an amazing combo card, or still isn't, well, not really anymore, I guess, because Malygos decks are kind of dead standard. But my favorite combo dragon out there, do insane burst damage with Druid, do insane burst damage with Priest, all that stuff. Super cool card. Yeah, staple in, well, every Mally deck ever, because, well, it's hard to be a Mally deck without Mally, and Mally's awesome. And then last, I have Cold Light Oracle as an honorable mention. I like being a degenerate asshole who mills my opponents to death, and Cold Light does the trick. You can play him with Brand, you can play him with Shadow Step, you can gang him up, lab recruit him, you can do all the terrible degenerate things, and man, did I love doing that in, like, the old Kingsbane, or like I said earlier, Dead Man's Hand Warrior. Really cool card, but super toxic. Definitely was worth Hall of Faming, but man, when I get to mill people, I still take the advantage of it. So that's the honorable mentions, and what is my all-time favorite card? What is it? Well, it's a Blackrock Mountain card. Emperor Thorson, a 6 mana 5/5 legendary. Discounts every card in your hand by 1. As a combo player, I just love the fact that this card has enabled more combos than any card in the history of Hearthstone. You can do so many stupid things with Emperor. And with the cards like Drakari Enchanter, if you combo with him, you can discount your hand by twice. And you can do even more stupid things. I loved him in, like, my Mally decks. I've just loved him in everything. He just does so many cool things. And by himself, he's not the combo guy, but he enables so many things. And who doesn't love a great enabler, right? Ever since Blackrock was introduced, it was one of my favorite sets. He was the centerfold for it, for me, and he continues to see play. He will, I think, always see play in Standard just by the strength of what he does. And yeah, really love Emperor. Gonna keep playing him. Love him golden. Gonna keep grinding away with my Emperor. So, what are your favorite cards of all time? What would you put on your list? Let me know in the comments below. I might have a video tomorrow about my 10 least favorite cards, so you might want to check that out. So please like the video, please subscribe to keep up with that. And yeah, have a great day. Stay salty, my friends.